All right, Randy, we are now officially live.
Excellent.
Yes, we made it. We're only a few minutes late, so that's good. For those of you that are viewing this morning, Randy's emails were going to my junk folder on our Outlook system. So that's why we're a few minutes late. We had a couple technical difficulties, but we are here and we are ready to talk to Randy about all the amazing opportunities that he has available at the Armor Group in Northern Kentucky. We'll give everybody just a second to hop on to realize that we are live, and then we will get started. I have just a couple questions for Randy here, and he's going to give us lots of insight to his company and the roles that they have.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, Randy. Is this your first Facebook Live, or have you done one before?
It is my first Facebook Live, yes.
Awesome. Well, welcome. We are glad to have you on board this morning.
Another bucket list item checked off, right?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we've got a few folks filing in here. If you guys could just let us know if you can see and hear us, that would be great. With our technical difficulties this morning, we would like to know that we're not talking to just ourselves. So let us know and we'll get started.
Yeah, if at some point the lights in this room are set to go off if there's not motion. So if at some point it gets really dark behind me and I start waving my arms, it's just me trying to get the lights back on. So
I'll just follow suit. We'll make it look like it's a normal thing we're supposed to do it.
Perfect. Don't panic.
Yes, never fear. All right, let's see if anybody can see or hear us. I don't see any comments, but it usually lags a little bit when it feeds over from Facebook to the BeLive platform that we use.
Okay.
It lags just a couple seconds, so
okay.
We'll wait and make sure people can hear us. How's your morning, Randy?
So far, so good. It's been busy so far, so.
Good.
We're a French company, so sometimes my days can start pretty early since they're 6 hours ahead. So,
oh gosh,
emails start streaming in at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. So sometimes it can be a bit crazy.
You have to set that do not disturb on your phone.
Yeah, it's usually on silent, but sometimes
You get curious and check them, huh?
Exactly. Yeah. And then the mind gets going and then forget about sleeping the rest of the morning.
Yep. Then you're up. You're ready to go.
Right. That's right. That's right.
All right. I see a few folks still coming on to view us. No one has told us if they can see and hear us, but we're just going to go ahead and get started. Eventually, I feel like if they can't hear us, they'll let us know, right?
Yeah, and if they can't see me, that's probably a benefit for them. But if they can hear me, that's what's important. So
absolutely. We just need to be able to hear the information. All right. So first and foremost, if you guys are new and you've never viewed one of these Facebook Lives with us, we are going to continue these throughout the remainder of August. We've been doing them for about a little over a year now since COVID hit last year. And we wanted to kind of give employers an opportunity to come online virtually and give our job seekers an insight to what we have to offer. So it's been really great and a little added perk to my job. But now we will kind of do them a little bit less. We do them every Thursday at 9:30. So we'll start kind of trickling those down a little bit. But today we have Mr. Randy Coleman. He is Armor's Vice President of Finance and Administration. So we're very excited to have him on board this morning. And if you've never seen me, my name is Haley Franklin, and I am with the Kentucky Career Center as a Youth Talent Development Specialist. So I work with young adults 16 to 24 and help them get their foot in the door and just really kind of hone in on their skill set and put them in places where they can get their foot in the door and create a better life for themselves. We will go ahead and get started, Randy, with the dialogue that I sent over to you. And if you would like to just use this opportunity to give our viewers an overview of what Armor is and what you guys do, that would be great.
Sure. Happy to do it. And thanks for the invitation to do this. I appreciate that. So just for everyone's benefit, so Armor USA, we're a manufacturing company. We're located in Hebron, Kentucky. There are several Armors in the area, so it's easy to get us confused with some other folks that maybe are on the northern side of Cincinnati. But we are in Hebron, Kentucky. We are owned by a French company that's been around, well, next year is their 100-year anniversary. So our company is pretty well established. In the US, we've been here for 22 years. I've been here for 21 of those 22 years. So I've been around for quite a while here. So I can tell you it's a great company to work for. We're well established, really a strong company, both globally and then, of course, here in the US. So what we do is we manufacture a product called thermal transfer printing ribbons, which is a really long phrase, and nobody probably knows what that is. But it's basically, let me hold this up, a printing ribbon like you see here. It's an inked printing ribbon. Nice. And what this is used for is printing variable information onto, let's say, adhesive labels. So if you think about the box you order from Amazon, it's going to have a label, a shipping label on the outside or some sort of product identification label on it. So the ink that's on this ribbon gets transferred to that label so that you know what's in the box, you know what the quantity is, what the item is, so on and so forth. Our ribbons are also used to print onto flexible packaging. So if you think about use by dates and sell by dates on food packaging, so the bag of salad in the store that says use by or sell by a certain date, that little bit of printing is done with our ribbon. And then also we print onto IV bags. That's another thing that our ribbons are used to print onto. So you'll see our products every day. You may not realize it. There go the lights, but you can still see me. So you will see our product every day, even though you don't realize it. So whether it's printing on chip bags, on salad bags, on IV bags, on packaging to label what material is inside of a box, so on and so forth, you'll see our products every day, and they touch people's lives every day.
Yeah.
So that's the product that we do. I mentioned we're in Hebron, Kentucky. We've got about 90 people here. As I said, I've been around for quite a while, managing things for finance, accounting, HR, and IT are the roles that I'm responsible for.
That's amazing. Thank you, Randy.
Sure.
So you've been here quite a while. You said 21 out of 22 years?
Yeah, in that first year, I was working for an accounting firm, and Armor was my client. So really, I've been here since the very beginning. But
that is amazing. I love that.
Yeah. We started with 8 employees back in 1999. We had 8 employees. We had 10,000 square feet, and now we have 90 employees and 113,000 square feet. So we've really grown over the time that we've been here.
Absolutely. Well, that right there is an advantage to your company in itself to show the job seekers, the longevity that you guys have.
Yeah, we have a lot of people working here that have been here for a long time. So, when you get in here, it's a place you can stay and really feel good working for.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys, I'm assuming that you stayed essential throughout the pandemic and all of that, right?
Yeah, we did because of our connection with the food industry and the pharmaceuticals and medical industries. Yeah, we were deemed essential. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. All right. I have to keep this sheet nearby or I will get way off track. So let me stay on track here. The next question is, what are the positions that you're currently hiring for?
So we have many positions available, most of which are in the production facility. So shipping, receiving, packaging, machine operators. We have a supply chain manager position open, more on the administrative side. But we have many jobs available that we're looking for. So business is booming for us. Things are going really well. Okay. And so we need to hire and get some more people in the door to help us out. So several positions, mostly, like I said, in the production environment. But just to talk a little bit about that, we do on-the-job training. So if you've not worked in a production environment before and you think, well, I don't know about running a machine, I don't know about that, we will train you. We're happy to train you. We do it all the time. We have good training processes. And so don't worry about that. If you don't have previous experience, we can do that for you and train you in that. And then also in terms of the environment, just a couple of years ago, we recently put in air conditioning into the production environment. So it's completely heated and air conditioned. So on those 95-degree days in August with super high humidity, you will be working in a pretty nice environment during that time.
That is great. I love that. Give us a little insight, Randy, to the pay rates of these positions that you're hiring for.
Sure. So the pay rates will vary based on the experience of the person coming in, based on the position, and based on the shift that they're working. So we do provide shift differentials for second shift, third shift, and weekend shift. But generally, you can expect somewhere between $16.50 and $20 an hour, depending upon what role you're filling and when you're filling that role.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I will put that into the comments section as well. $16.50 to $20.
$20 an hour. Yep. Based on the shift and the position. Yep.
Based off of shift and position. Great. Once we talk about how to apply, I will also put the website and make it clickable, so folks that are tuning in and want to apply can do that as well.
So for the website, just let me go this way. The best one to go to is www.incanto.com. So I don't know if you can see the screen behind me. It's INK, so Inc, INKANTO.com.
Yeah.
So that's where you can learn more about our products and what we do. There's not a careers page up there. I won't go into why, but there's not a careers page up there. But that's where you can learn a lot more about our product, the industries that we serve, and what we do.
Wonderful. Oh, look, we have a comment from Miss Lisa Grout. Armor is a great place to work, and her name sounds very familiar. She was on our email thread. Thank you, Lisa, for tuning in.
Yes, she's a plant. She's the plant. Yeah.
We have a couple of those too. They might be asking a question or two along the way here.
Yes, that's fine.
Lisa, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. All right. So next, that is a really good segue into any special requirements that you're hiring or that you're asking of applicants that are outside of the qualification requirements. So anything special that you can think of?
Yeah, so certainly some experience in working with machines, in doing some production work with tolerances. So we have really tight tolerances. So like when we produce a particular product like this, the width of the product is very important. The length of the film that's rolled on is very important. The machines help you with that, but you have to have an eye for detail to make sure that you're producing the product according to the specifications.
Right.
But for the most part, like I said, we can train you to do these things. So yes, having some mechanical aptitude helps, but it's not required. As long as you're willing to work hard and learn and have an open mind, then that's really all we need, because we can train up the skills that we need.
Absolutely. I love that you guys train. That's great.
Yeah.
Let's talk now about how to apply. So we talked a little bit about the link that I put in the comments section. Is that the easiest way that they can apply, Randy?
So what they could do is they can send their resume to resumes@armor-group.com. So if you look at my email address, Haley, if you just do resumes at and then the same extension there, that's where they can send their resume. If they also just go out to Google and search Armor USA jobs, you'll see our jobs posted on Indeed, where they can apply. And then the link that I sent you in the email this morning, which is probably in your junk, it's a really long link, so it's difficult for me to read that out, but that will send you to our full jobs listing, and you can apply directly from that website. So I know it's hard to multitask and go to emails and copy and paste while we're on this live chat, but that's a good place to go as well.
Tell me again, Randy, where you said you can type it in on Google. What do you type there?
Armor USA jobs.
Gotcha.
And you should see some links to Indeed pop up with the open positions.
Perfect. All right. We've got that in the comment section. And now let's talk about the major qualification requirements that these folks will need to have to apply and gain a job.
Yeah, so mainly we're typically looking for high school diplomas or equivalents for that. The ability to obviously read, write, read instructions, read specifications. That's just kind of basic stuff. But like I said, most of the qualifications we really can train up. We have people here that start just out of high school with really no relevant work experience on the manufacturing side, and they do just fine because they're quick to learn, they're open-minded. And we can train, like I said, we can train up what we need.
Wonderful. So there's always opportunity for growth, always opportunity for training. Don't ever think that, you don't have the skill set to do a job at Armor, because you do. You can. They'll
Yep.
train you.
Yep, we can train you up, and then we have crew lead positions, supervisor positions. So there is opportunity for growth as you gain more experience. Yep.
Wonderful. So we talked about all the qualification requirements, that good stuff. Now, this is one of my favorite things to talk about, and this is your benefits and resources.
Yeah, so lots of benefits to talk about. So, the standard health insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance, we offer all three of those. We contribute to the premium on that. In fact, we contribute more than 50% of the premium, or 50% or more of the premium on those benefits. So that's good. The company pays 100% for life insurance, short-term disability, long-term disability insurance. So that's 100% paid by the company, no cost to the employee. We have a 401k retirement plan. We have a mandatory company match of 4%, up to 4%, based on how much the employee puts in. So that's the 401k plan. Paid holidays, 13 days of paid time off to start. We have an EAP, so an employee assistance program. So if employees are struggling with something outside of work that they need some help with and some counseling with, we have an EAP program that's completely free to them to use to try to get some help in those areas.
Yes.
Which is really nice to have. I mentioned the climate controlled facility. We have on-the-job training, of course. We have a workout facility in the building.
Ooh.
So if you don't want to join a gym on a monthly basis, you can use the gym that we have here in our facility. Safety shoe reimbursement. And then we frequently do cookouts and bringing food in to celebrate quality awards, production awards, things like that. We have lots of opportunities for people to get together and try to have fun instead of just working.
Yes, you guys realize that you are a human being outside of the workplace too. That's great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love that you have recognition and awards too. That's always really nice.
Yeah. So it's funny. I joke about how many times somebody's grilling out outside of the factory because we're always having some reason. We find a reason to celebrate quite often. So
that's good. I love it. So I just noticed that I skipped my very favorite question. I don't even know if you noticed, Randy, but I wanted to ask you.
I did.
What is a day in the life of an employee like at the Armor Group, and for just one of the roles or two of the roles that you're hiring for? Give us an insight to that.
Sure. So we'll talk mainly about the production environment. And so there's a lot of structure to it. So once you learn the machines and once you learn the processes, it's very structured. But at the same time, the jobs that you're working on change and have some variety. So whether you're producing a product for one customer or another, or batch sizes, or the product itself. So there is some variety in what you're doing, but the main processes are pretty structured, which is good. There's some troubleshooting involved. We're working with machinery, right? So things go wrong from time to time. So you have the possibility to do some troubleshooting, but we also have a full maintenance and engineering staff that will support you if you don't have the right answer or don't know how to fix it. Okay. So as far as a day in the life, we expect people to come in and be ready to work. I won't say it's not stressful, but we're busy. Business is really good. So we're busy. We're going to keep you busy. We're going to keep you occupied, but we're going to provide you the support that you need to get the job done, correctly. So I'd say some structure, right? So there's some structure to the job. There's some independent sort of variety to the job, what goes on. And then we have lots of support to help you throughout the day.
That's wonderful. We actually get quite a few job seekers that come in and say, I really like, I like to stay busy, and I like being on my feet and moving around and kind of like a fast-paced environment. So this sounds like it would be perfect for them.
That won't be a problem. Yep, we got that covered.
Great. All right. So this kind of concludes our conversation of the questions that I sent over to you, Randy. Do you have anything else that you want to add?
No, well, I'll say no, but yes. So yeah, I just as Lisa said, I think it's a great place to work. I really do. I mean, I've been here 21 years. We've got people in the production facility that have been here 18, 19 years, almost since the very beginning. And so I think that's a good testament that, throughout the facility, whether you're in the production environment, whether you're in an administrative role, we've got people that have been here a really long time. And I think that's really a testament to the benefits that we offer to the environment that we have here, and that Armor really is a good place to work.
Absolutely. You guys prove your longevity and your, your loyalty to your workers. So that's great.
Sure.
I wanted to use this kind of next couple minutes for the viewers to ask any questions that they might have. Even if you're just now joining us and you missed kind of the first part of the broadcast, go ahead and shoot us a question. We'll try to cover it as we can here. I see one question.
Yep.
From Mindy Puckett. She hopped on and joined us and said she just joined, so we may have touched on this, but are you guys on the bus line?
So I'll say yes. So the industrial park that we're located in, we're right off of Route 20/Petersburg Road. So it's kind of sort of near the airport, but not exactly. So if you're familiar with Route 20 Petersburg Road, there's a bunch of airport hotels there. Like there's a Hampton Inn, there's a Country Inn and Suites, I think it's a Comfort Inn. So we're kind of the business park just past that. There's a bus stop at the entrance to the industrial park where we're located. And we're actually just the second building on Earhart Court. So it's a short walk from the bus stop to our production facility. So, you can't step off the bus and walk right in the front door. But there is a bus line that stops right in front of the industrial park where we're located. And I see many, many people taking the bus, many people walking through the industrial park throughout the day.
So it is close and it is walkable. That's great.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you, Mindy, for that question and joining us. Mindy works at the Kentucky Career Center as well. So we appreciate you coming in and watching. All right. I don't see any other questions, Randy, but that's not to say that there won't be any more throughout the week. Your face will forever be on our Facebook page. So if anybody views
I'm so sorry for that. So sorry, Haley. I feel like I need to compensate you for that or something. I don't know.
No, it's great. And now if anybody ever pulls this video up at a later date or has questions, further questions that we did not cover, I'll make sure to get with you, Randy, and check my junk email folder and get those questions answered for them. So like I said, we'll keep this up forever until the end of time. And if anybody has any questions, let us know. We will do a special broadcast on Facebook on Tuesday at 2:00. So tune in to see what that will be all about. And then we'll have another employer spotlight next Thursday as well at 9:30. So tune in for that. Randy, I wanted to say thank you so much again for joining us. You were a real joy, so I appreciate that.
All right, thanks a lot, Haley. I appreciate the time and the opportunity here.
Yes, you guys have a great day.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Bye.